Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Manchester United confirms signing of Andre Onana, reveals surprising shirt number. Manchester United have completed the signing of Andre Onana from Inter Milan on a 5-year deal with an option to extend for another year. Onana will replace David de Gea between the sticks after the latter left Old Trafford as a free agent this month, the 27-year-old said to ManUnited.com. To join Manchester United is an incredible honor. I have worked hard all my life to get to this moment, overcoming many obstacles along the way. Walking out at Old Trafford to defend our goal and contribute to the team will be another amazing experience. This is the start of a new journey for me with new teammates and new ambitions to fight for. Manchester United has a long history of incredible goalkeepers, and I will now give everything to create my own legacy in the coming years. I am excited by the opportunity to work again with Erik ten Hag. I can't wait to play my part in the success. I know he is determined to deliver at this great football club. The Cameroonian is currently one of the best ball-playing goalkeepers in Europe. He achieved great success at Ajax when Erik ten Hag was at the helm. He moved to Inter last summer and helped them to win the Coppa Italia and qualify for the Champions League final. Ten Hag wants his team to play possession-based football, and Onana will perform a key role. He prefers to operate as a sweeper-keeper, often coming out of his box to push the team higher. His technical skills were on display in the UCL final against Manchester City. Onana is expected to join his new teammate on their preseason tour of the United States. Man United also announced that the new shot stopper will wear the number 24 jersey, the same jersey number he wore for Ajax and Inter previously. Anthony Elanga reject move to Everton has chosen his preferred destination. Manchester United winger Anthony Elanga has rejected a move to Everton, according to a new report. The academy star looked set to make the grade at Old Trafford when he broke into the team under Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralf Rangnick in the 21-22 season. At times under Rangnick, Illanga was selected ahead of Marcus Rashford. However, things turned a little sour for the Swede under Erik ten Hag last season, who used him less and less as the season wore on. Having described the situation as frustrating, and with the club keen to sell players to raise funds, it was widely expected that Illanga would be one of the first players out of the door this summer. Everton were one of the first clubs to throw their hat into the ring, along with Borussia Dortmund, RB Leipzig, Nottingham Forest, and Galatasaray. But according to the Daily Mail, the young winger has rejected the chance to sign for the Toffees. The report read, although keen to explore a move away from Old Trafford, he won't be joining Everton. Everton held direct talks with Illanga, but the player has ruled out a move amid concerns over his suitability to Everton's tactics. This does not mean that the 21-year-old will not be leaving this summer. However, the outlet also claims he has chosen his next club. Of course, United cannot make Illanga join a club he does not want to, but if it's true that he has his heart set on one particular outfit, this weakens United's hand considerably in negotiations. Meanwhile, the Swede has flown out with the rest of the squad for United's tour of the USA, which starts with a match against Arsenal in New Jersey tomorrow. Dean Henderson's transfer in limbo with Nottingham Forest pondering Keylor Navas deal. Dean Henderson was named as part of the travelling squad despite not having been named in either of the matchday squads against Leeds United and Olympique Lyon. The People's Person had reported that manager Erik ten Hag was not letting the 26-year-old leave in case a snag developed in the Andre Onana deal, in which case he could become the new number one. However, now that the Cameroonian's move has been confirmed, it's surprising to see the academy graduate in the tour squad, especially considering the goalkeeper does not want to remain and play second fiddle. The 26-year-old has spent last season out on loan at Nottingham Forest, and they were said to be eyeing a permanent deal for the England international. However, Team Talk have now reported that a deal could fall through, with Forest more inclined towards agreeing a deal for Keylor Navas. The Costa Rican had spent the second half of last season at the City ground following the injury to Henderson, and now Steve Cooper could opt for the Paris Saint-Germain star instead. The report read, Team Talk understands Manchester United are facing a huge potential headache as Nottingham Forest could pull out from a deal for Dean Henderson, with Keylor Navas once again emerging as an option for Steve Cooper's side. Forest should not have to spend a huge fee to re-sign Navas due to his age and the fact he is in the final year of his PSG deal. The report adds that should Navas sign a permanent deal, Forest are unlikely to pursue a deal for Henderson any longer. Navas wants to play regularly, and so far, despite interest from Saudi Arabia, no bids have reached PSG's offices, and they are very interested in moving on the veteran shot-stopper. This could all be a ploy for the Red Devils to reduce their asking price for the keeper, who is currently valued at around £20 million. While it certainly poses to be a headache for Ten Hag, United should stick to their guns, as Henderson is a full England international and there are likely to be more suitors for him even if Forest move on to Navas. Manchester United midfielder Charlie Savage set for permanent exit to League One side Reading. Manchester United starlet Charlie Savage is on the verge of moving to League One club Reading on a permanent transfer, according to the Manchester Evening News. The Red Devils will include a significant sell-on fee in the deal and retain the right to match any bid for the midfielder in the future. Charlie Savage, the son of former footballer Robbie Savage, made his way through the youth ranks at Manchester United. He spent the previous campaign on loan at Forest Green Rovers, featuring 15 times as the club suffered relegation to League Two. He captained United in the second half of their 2-0 win over Leeds in Oslo last Wednesday. The 20-year-old will find it tough to break into United's first team due to heavy competition. It makes sense for Savage to continue his development at another club where he can get regular minutes. Moving to Reading will help the midfielder to improve his game and get a taste of senior football. United are including two clauses that signal their keen interest in his growth. The Red Devils inserted a similar sell-on clause when they sold Zidane Iqbal 40% and Ethan Laird 25% earlier this summer. They also pocketed £1 million recently when Tahith Chong joined Luton Town from Birmingham City in a £4 million deal. United included a 25% sell-on clause while offloading the youngster to the Blues last summer. This shows that the Premier League giants are happy to sanction the exit of their young stars, but only on the promise of making money off their next move. Man United have a crazy idea of signing Sevilla star Yassine Bounou as backup goalkeeper. Manchester United have a crazy idea of signing Sevilla goalkeeper Yassine Bounou as a deputy to Andre Onana, according to Tutto Mercato Web. The Red Devils confirmed the arrival of Onana from Inter Milan earlier yesterday. The Cameroonian star is expected to be an undisputed starter under manager Erik ten Hag. United could now spend on a backup keeper, with Dean Henderson likely to leave, and Tutto Mercato Web claimed that the club are eyeing an ambitious move for Bounou. A deal is currently difficult to pull off as the Moroccan may not want to play second fiddle to Onana, but the Italian outlet insists that it's not impossible to persuade him over a transfer. The 32-year-old has been a key player for Sevilla, but he lost his place to Marko Dimitrovic during the back end of the 22-23 league season under manager Jose. However, he remained a regular starter in the Europa League and made the difference in the final, saving 2 penalties in the shootout victory over Roma. Bounou is now eyeing a club where he can play regularly, Sevilla, who are facing financial issues, are prepared to sell him for a fee of around 20 million euros. The Moroccan would be a superb signing for the backup role behind Onana, but in our opinion, it's highly unlikely that United will spend 20 million euros on him. Bruno is still in the prime of his goalkeeping career, and he may also prefer another team where he has assured playing time throughout the season. Hence, we simply don't see a deal happening. The speculation is probably agent driven. United's name is being used to attract bids for the shot-stopper. Man United ready to attack for Sofiane Amrabat signing after Andre Onana deal. Manchester United are prepared to move for Fiorentina midfielder Sofiane Amrabat after purchasing Inter Milan goalkeeper Andre Onana, Gazzetta dello Sport claim. United confirmed their second signing yesterday, with Onana arriving from Inter. He has signed a 5-year deal with an option for another year. Gazzetta dello Sport now claim that the club could turn their attention to Mrabat, who has made the decision to leave Fiorentina in the current transfer window. The Serie A outfit are willing to consider his exit for 25 to 30 million euros. The Red Devils are currently the club ready to attack for the signature of the Morocco international. As things stand, Mrabat has to report for training with Fiorentina from Monday, but there is optimism that United could secure a deal to sign him within the next few days. United have already bolstered their midfield department with Mason Mount from Chelsea. The 24-year-old should be a regular starter from the number 8 role. Likewise, Casemiro should be the first choice for the defensive midfield position, but manager Erik ten Hag may want strong competition for places next season. The likes of Scott McTominay and Fred have been inconsistent in the role. The arrival of Mrabat would provide ten Hag with an upgrade with his better attributes. Mrabat is quite different from Casemiro, who likes to engage in tackles, but he possesses a tireless work rate and prefers to control proceedings with his passing. Last season, he had a pass accuracy of 90% in Serie A, winning 1.3 tackles and 3.1 duels per game. He lost possession on just 7 occasions per outing. Mrabat may not be an assured starter under Ten Hag, but could be used in a rotational role. Man United will submit 60 million euros plus bid for Rasmus Højlund. Atalanta manager eyes 100 million euros. Manchester United will submit an opening bid for Atalanta striker Rasmus Højlund in the coming days, according to journalist Alfredo Pedula. The Red Devils recently completed the purchase of Inter Milan goalkeeper Andre Onana. The 27-year-old will wear the number 24 shirt with the club. United's focus is now on signing a marquee striker, and it's claimed that they could make an offer of 60 million euros plus add-ons for Højlund's services. Atalanta won't accept any technical counterpart in the deal. They have identified Almeria's El Bilal Traore as the potential replacement. Højlund already has a total agreement with United over personal terms. His salary could reportedly increase 7 to 8 times with the move. United manager Erik ten Hag has identified Højlund as the perfect profile to lead the club's attack. The Dutch tactician believes the 20-year-old can be a 20 goals per season striker. The onus is now on United to convince Atalanta over his transfer. The club are currently lining up an opening bid of 60 million euros plus bonuses, but Atalanta manager Gasperini is hopeful of receiving around 100 million euros. In our view, United are unlikely to pay such a significant fee for the youngster, but could be willing to meet in the middle with performance-based add-ons. The Red Devils have already been successful in reducing price tags for Mason Mount and Onana, and should be confident of doing the same for Højlund. Ten Hag may ideally want the striker signed within a few days, such that he can be involved with the first team for the back end of the preseason campaign. Eintracht Frankfurt are afraid of Manchester United bid. Bundesliga expert Christian Falk claims that Eintracht Frankfurt are afraid of one club in regard to the jewel in their crown, Randal Kolo Muani. The striker has attracted a lot of attention from the world's elite, with the likes of PSG and Juventus also having been linked with an interest. There were signs early in the window that United were keen on the star, but a mooted price tag of 100 million euros from the German side and the likely big money competition from PSG seemed to dampen their enthusiasm, and they turned their attentions to Atalanta's Rasmus Højlund. However, those negotiations have had similar issues, with the reports claiming that the Bergamo side are demanding an amount varying from 70 million euros to 100 million euros for an unproven diamond in the rough with only 9 Serie A goals to his name. Some reports claim that in light of Atalanta's intransigence, United are now considering a volte-face and going back in for the Frenchman. This, Folk says, is worrying Frankfurt. He said, Frankfurt are afraid of one club when it comes to the future of Randall Kolo Muani, Manchester United. They heard that PSG weren't so keen on the player right now, so they hope to keep him for one more year, but the only unknown for them is United. They are still waiting for the offer United were preparing. If they come, I think Kolo Muani would agree because there are not so many clubs left and they were one of the first who showed interest. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.